Hi, and welcome to Listen. This is a luscious Innerscapes transmission. May this message be a mirror for reflection for those seeking clarity, confirmation, perspective, or even entertainment. Feel well to follow your own intuition in whatever shapes and symbols stand out to you. And if you're a neurospicy like me, feel free to hit the gear icon when you tap the screen to speed up the video. Sometimes I might start speaking slower or faster, depending on the energies that I'm sensing into and, how deep I get pulled into trance. So let's begin. So the first cards we have showing up here to represent who this reading is for, or who this story is about. Now, you may feel like you have been walking away from your intuition lately, or it may have felt a little bit hard to really feel like you're sensing it. But lately, this intuition, maybe even with this recent Venus being eclipsed by the moon, it's almost what this is making me think of here with the pink behind the dark moon. It is allowing something now to be more clear, and your intuition is actually guiding you to walk away towards something better. All the introspection, all of the psychic dreams you may be experiencing at this time, little visions, little glimpses of knowing. Trust these at this time as they are directing you towards healing from old wounds and old patterns. It's illuminating the direction that you need to walk towards and helping you to see what needs to be released at this time. This current stage of your life is all about learning. This came out recently, the same card. Putting on those new glasses, getting a new perspective, getting a higher vision, remaining curious and learning. This is the thirst for knowledge, the thirst for understanding. Understanding how our intuition even can help guide us away from difficult situations or towards healing and growth and new opportunities. Now, in the subconscious realm here, there's this desire to find clarity, see this vision that can propel us towards the future. This inner wisdom, with this owl here representing wisdom. Clarity, even when we are faced with all of these different opportunities, different situations, different potentials, all these like what ifs and choices. She's trying to decide which fish. Do we want a fish that's blindfolded? Probably not. Might want to see where we're going. All these different options, the laurels, our successes. This fish looks here like he's illuminated around his head. This one's acting like a shark. So what are these options? You may be noticing all these different ideas bubbling up from your subconscious right now, all these different ideas popping into your head. And this is a way for your subconscious mind to try to find clarity amongst all of the possibilities. This is also about finding truth and clarity and freeing yourself from illusions. This is also about being more clear with your values. So really getting clarity when it comes down to things that might be a little bit confusing, and the subconscious is really trying to clear out this space. While on the conscious level, this is something that you are also worried about. You know, the anxieties, the worries, stuff that might be stressful, coming back into your mind all the time. When in reality, it's like some deep rest is what would be the most beneficial right now. Not getting too stressed and worried about what's going on, right? Because here in the conscious aspect, this worry and this stress is a little bit in conflict with the quest of gaining knowledge and the quest of being curious. It's hard to be in this curious energy when you're worried, right? Normally, if we're worried and anxious, we hold ourselves back out of fear. And usually when we hold ourselves back, it's hard to learn new things. And so it makes sense that this card would come out then as your support. So what is going to help you right now? Staying positive and finding a sense of renewed hope. This is all about divine timing and opportunities. This is about moving forward in a new healed way. You are healing and you are moving past these old wounds and these old disappointments and these old confusions. Right here, the Eight of Cups, it actually comes after the Seven of Cups. So on a subconscious level, we're still making sense of some of these things that are confusing. But if you tap into your intuition, it's already pointing you towards the way forward, towards this clarity, this eclipsed energy that brings illumination after this confusion. So you may still feel worried, but just know you are on this path to gain more wisdom and more knowledge. You are on this path. Stay curious, right? Stay hopeful, stay positive, and believe in yourself. Continue to visualize what you do want to see and what you do want to create for yourself. And when we are moving through such an important time of releasing ourselves, of stepping into something new, of healing, it's really important to be mindful of where we're putting our energy. So this can be a bit of a challenge right now if you have a lot of things that you feel like you need to dedicate your time or energy to. The balancing can be a bit of a hindrance right now. So if there's any way that you can prioritize and minimize what you are focusing on right now, that will be greatly beneficial. You know, so you don't have to feel like you're constantly balancing and juggling and you have all these different to-do things. And if there's any way that you can simplify and laser focus like this laser cut diamond here. And the whole point of not juggling and not balancing is so that you don't become overwhelmed, so that you can stay in this energy of positivity and of hope for the future and moving forward in a new way, moving forward, finding healing. The star card is also about healing. And when you feel overwhelmed, it's a little bit of a hindrance to, feeling this hopeful, healed, positive, brand new, fresh outlook for the future. So obviously we have our real world responsibilities, but do as much as you can to reduce and minimize the stress and the overwhelm that you may experience from that. Share the load, schedule out some time to relax, whatever it is that you need to do to help yourself feel like you're not overwhelmed or burdened, right? To allow yourself to feel like you can rest and you can sleep. And this here is the choice here again, to focus on what you are creating, to continue to focus on the legacy, the story that you want to create for yourself. Creating something that you'll be able to share with others. This is like absolute abundance and success. If you choose this, you can create this. You are walking away from these old patterns. You are finding clarity in this confusion. It may feel a little bit stressful right now, but just remain hopeful, right? And just continue to choose what it is that you want to create. Continue to choose what it is that you know will help and be the way that you can make the world a better place for yourself and others. Just continue to focus on that, right? You are in a transition right now. This is honestly one of my favorite cards in this deck. It talks about a successful expansion after a period of difficulty. After the Five of Swords, all the conflict, this is a similar card to the Eight of Cups in the sense that it's a transition, it's a walking away. This is also a transition. We're walking away, we're leaving these narratives of conflict and confusion behind us. And we're feeling this divine guidance. I don't know if you can pick up on the camera, but you can see these little dots and this trail that's guiding her. We just need to take the leap and have faith and trust in ourselves and in the divinity that we can feel all around and within us. And trust that where we are going to and where we are being guided to and the future that we are creating for ourselves is going to be beautiful. And this is also in the position of what is coming to a close and what is ending. So this period of difficult transition, or this transition after difficulty, is almost over. It looks like there's just one last step or one last leap to finish this transition, to feel like we finally reached to the other side. And now what is beginning is honestly beautiful. This is strength over the Devil card. So with pure thoughts and actions, with flexibility and strength, even in the face of adversity and uncertainty, this will free you from feeling stuck in the confines of your story. So believing in yourself, having that resolve, having that resilience, being fierce but gentle, right? This isn't a forceful taming. This is a calm, conscious direction of that passion and willpower. And that is what truly breaks us free and sets us free from the bondage, from whatever it is that is holding us back and making us feel stuck. We have the Spirit of the River. Movement towards adventure. Take that leap. Take that leap into the river. This card invites you to step into the flow, to stop swimming against or avoiding the current. This will just create more stress, right? Allow the waters to carry you downstream, away from the eddies and whirlpools. Let it carry you away from the disappointment. Let it carry you away from all the confusion, right? It's a time to heed the call of a new adventure waiting for you. Take that leap. Take that jump. Have faith in the new possibilities. This card says here, I'm reading from the book, by the way, it says, stop working on the problem for a while. The issue is not what it seems. It is your addiction to fixing what has gone bad that is consuming so much of your time. Work to create a greater good, and the bad will resolve itself on its own. So again, focusing on the possibilities, focusing on the healing, focusing on what it is that you want to create, what it is that will bring you abundance and happiness. There is nothing that you can accomplish with more efforting, as the situations in your life right now are subject to forces beyond your control. Recognize this, step back and trust the flow. There is no loss of face or lack of honor or integrity. It is simply the way things are at this moment. When this card appears, it is time to say yes to the next leg of your journey. Your life is like a river, inevitably and inexorably flowing to the sea, which is your divine destination. Be fearless and release yourself to the rushing water in the middle of the stream. Whatever it is you are holding on to, the feelings, the thoughts, the beliefs about how things are or how they should or could be, this can all be fixed easily with the power of the Spirit of the River. Simply let go and enjoy the thrill of the ride. All will be well. I think that's a beautiful closing message for this reading here. Allow yourself to flow. Allow yourself to feel the cleansing, healing waters. Allow yourself to feel the stress and worry wash away. So that you can focus on completing this transition into a place of feeling curious and excited and learning, putting on these new glasses and really creating this new vision for yourself where you see a future of possibility, where you see a whole new way of doing things, where you feel like you have all the power and all the strength and confidence and peace within you, that you now feel like you are free to create a whole new story for yourself. Allow yourself to jump into the river and be excited and move towards your adventure. So I'm going to leave this one here. If this resonated with you, I wish you the best with this. This is beautiful energy, and please hit that like button. Thanks to all for watching. Peace, love, respect.